Want to learn how to code using CSS3 and HTML5? Part 1. Hello. So, following up from what I said at the beginning, I'm going to be showing you HTML/CSS. So, if you didn't hear that clearly, I said HTML and CSS. Sorry. Just to clarify, I'm going to be talking a lot about the content, so you're not actually going to see much coding today, but yeah. Okay, so this is HTML. HTML5 is basically the markup language, as you can see here. It's basically the written form of what you're going to be doing. So if you've seen coding, it's just a bunch of words basically. And that's pretty much what HTML is. It's the language for whatever you're going to be doing to make your website, which is going to look like this. So yeah, and as you can see, all the designs, all the pretty effects, well, however, that is the CSS3, which is basically cascading style sheets. That's the design process. So this sorts out how pretty your website is going to be. So as you can see, it's going to be like this. You're going to have all sorts of things. I basically get my information from other YouTubers, so just go out there, look for them. They're pretty damn good, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've kind of combined a mixture of all sorts of different YouTubers, so I'm not going to be able to name them all, but they have taught me a hell of a lot, and I'm not a professional. However, I have created professional websites. This is also responsive, this website, so if I was to upload it, this is how it would look. Yeah, so you get the whole general idea. Then move on. Let me show you one of the other websites I've made. Property research company, like so. Let's see if this is the one. It should. Yep, it's the one. This is an actual website that is actually online, which you can always go to if you just type in property research company. Once again, it's responsive. It's got a nice layout. However, the trick is with this one is that I use WordPress, and I was able to go into the coding and mix it up myself. So it's not all HTML5 and CSS3, but it is partly that. Anyways, moving on. Let's get you started. Okay, so as you can see, we have Notepad++. This is the latest version, and in order to get it, all you have to do is type in Notepad++, as you can see. You just select either home or the current version, whichever is first, and you can just simply click on download, and then once it's finished installing, you can then open it. So whilst you're waiting, then you better get going. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, I've already been through it, so you might want to give it a check. You go through, I agree, yes, and yes. This one's quite important. This is because if there is anything you want to enable, you can just select these. I like to create a shortcut onto my desktop, which is sorry. Basically, when you get a shortcut icon like this on your screen, therefore you don't have to just keep finding it wherever it is. But anyways, now that we are started, we have everything set up. Let me just do Control A, get rid of all this nonsense. So, for those that are unaware of what HTML5 is that it's the written form once again, and computers aren't like us where we know when a conversation has ended. You have to tell it that you're finished with whatever you're doing. So normally, for instance, we would start off with HTML, and with that we would normally scroll down a bit, and then we would have HTML once again. Now you might be thinking there's no difference, but there is a difference, and that is this inverted dash, which is going to be telling us, or the computer for say, that you've finished the conversation and that whatever's inside of here is what's important. So as a general rule, you always start off with HTML and then you end it with a dash before the HTML. You must always have brackets, and it's best not to do capital letters because firstly the computer does not register that. It's not as clever as us where we should always start with a capital letter, blah blah blah. What we should start off with is head, and then we end it with head like so. And then let's move on to body. So we have body like so. End it with body once again. And just to explain it to you, the reason why it's formatted this way is basically the head is going to be all the mainframe stuff, so it's going to be like the style sheet, and that's where CSS3 is introduced in case you want to stylize that individual sheet, but at a more advanced level. Normally people, or some people, like to do is they like to stylize their sheet inside this document, but it makes it messy. Oh my god, my voice. Much better. Okay, so like I was saying, this is for the designing, the head, and the body is all the mainframe, the structure of what goes on. It's very important, and if you really want to get this right, then you have to pay very close attention. What people like to start off with, especially if you're more professional, is that they love to do this, which is type HTML like so, and that's just to be a bit pedantic, because to me it doesn't really do anything, but I guess it's meant to be a bit more professional. Yeah, that stuff. Anyways, let's start off with the title, which is like that. Let's do Welcome to League of Legends, like so, and we end it with title. As you can see, it's becoming quite a general rule to always repeat the same word but with just the inverted dash, just to tell the computer that you finished with whatever you're typing. And we can normally press Ctrl, Alt, Shift and R, which is basically telling Google to open it up, and this is what you get. The reason why you get this is because we haven't saved it. So always make sure you save. So Control Save. So let's do Control Shift and save, or we can do Control Alt and S. Sorry. So you always press Control Alt and S if you want to save as. Let's go to desktop, yeah, and let's make a new folder. Create new folder. Alright. So let's type in, what should we name it? Call it LOL. Open. So let's go into LOL, and what we want to do is we want to find HTML. So we type in, you can just press H, that gets us straight here. So we want hypertext markup language. So, or you could just simply type in, let's change this to index. Sorry, we could always just type in index.html, which is basically saving it as a hypertext markup language, or you could just simply do a save as type, which I like to do because it's a bit more professional and it makes me less worried. So now that we've saved it, let's close this down, and then let's do Control Alt Shift and R, which once again we've already done. As you can see, it's a blank screen, there's nothing to it, and that's because of this. As you can see, it says welcome to League of Legends, just as we have typed here in the title. Very good, because it means that we've got to start straight away and we should celebrate. Yeah, anyways, moving on. Anyways, now that we've sorted out our welcome to League of Legends, you know, header, tab, title. Oh god. I'd like just to clarify that as we're going to be doing this, I'd like it within our LOL folder if you could make a few new folders, so header tabs, videos and photos, so that way when we've now got the location of our stuff, we could just simply grab the file location from our images and videos, whatever, and we can insert its file location. So we have our photos. I'd like it if you could probably get photos similar to this. I got these from the League of Legends website. Hope they forgive me for copying and pasting the images, although I haven't published this online and I'm not selling anything other than how to create a website. In fact, I'm probably promoting them. But like I said, take all these images. This will be used for later. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that gorgeous looking one. Anyways, before we end this, just make sure you put all these folders in with the same name. So header tab, I'm pretty sure you know how to make these folders. Just do new folder, name, new folder, photos, new folder, videos. Try getting some images like this, then we can put them in later. Yeah, I Photoshop this one just to say. Anyways, to hit the subscribe button somewhere on the right or left. Bye guys.